So if you're anything like me, and after days of riding, you keep looking at the chain, you're going, I really need to attend to that. But because this bike doesn't have a center stand, I have a whole garage performance that's needed just to get some spray onto the chain. And I've seen a few guys online who've got some kind of self-lubricating system for their bike, and then it's all done and dusted. The chain's going to last longer, this ride's going to be smoother. So what I want to do is head off and see if I can find one of these little contraptions and install it on the bike and see if it makes any kind of improvement. So let's go and see if we can track down one of these little contraptions. Okay, let's have a look and see what is inside the box. This is the Cobra Nemo 2. First things first, we've got a little bit of mansplaining. Then we have the piping or the tubing that goes from the pot to the chain and a selection of cable ties. Then we have the little adjuster which directs the tubing onto the chain. So that's here. And then finally we have the pot. This is very nicely made. That's very nice. Nothing wrong with that. Excellent. And that's it. The box is now empty. So that's what comes in the box. Let's now go to the garage and see if we can set this all up. Now, after much hunting around as to where this might fit the best, this will fit nicely in there. Let's do that first and see how we get on. I must remember to have access for there, for the pipe. That's going to sit in that little corner. Let the fun and games begin. First things first, let's take this one off. Let's see if I can line it all up. This one was all straightforward, so there was nothing complicated about that except where I was going to put it, which is just personal preference, I suppose. I'm quite happy with where it ended up. Just to see if it all fits, let's put 360 back. He goes here. Yeah, that would work. The next part of the game is to take the hose and feed it through the frame of the bike from the top down and end up down by the chain. Oh, that looks promising. All right, we're on our way. I'm just trying to keep in mind, I don't really want this too close to the hot engine side of things. So I know I can sneak up here because I've been here before. So now we have gone top to bottom. Next part, which needs us to consider these little bits. That's where that's going to go, and then it's going to feed hose onto the chain. And this black hose will navigate along this swing arm and then pop out here. So I just have to work out how I'm going to go over or under or around. What I'm going to do is run down the back here along the bottom, and then I'm going to put the bracket underneath here like this. This is my current plan. So it's going to end up something like that. But that can work. I'm happy how that would work. Okay, lined it up with a little sticker. Gonna go there. Okay, that's one. I'll tidy these ends up in a short while. I saw somebody, he cut a groove in it, and I thought that was quite a good idea, but I haven't worked out whether it's necessary yet. Oh, you dumbass. Oh, I've messed that one up, but not paying attention. That's because I'm talking to you while I'm trying to do this. Okay, I'm going to tidy these loose ends once I'm happy with where it's routing. It won't take me long to feed that back again. Okay, so let's tidy up this one. And then the hose comes out, and all I have to do now will be to trim the hose to the right length. My last call. 3, 2, 1, go. Decision made. So all I need to do is push this pipe into there. Pushed it in. And that's it. And it's gripped. That's very nice. And then I'm going to put this back on here with my 2 washers. So that's that back on here, and then I'm going to slot that into there, and I'll tighten it up. Okay, so that's my pot installed. So now I can put that hose in there. Perfect. So it's behind the panels, comes down here all the way along the bottom. It's free so that the swing arm can move. There's a bit of give there. Few cable ties, and then the bracket is mounted with the tube that is pointing, and it drips onto the chain. So in essence, that's me finished installing the pot on the handlebars. The tubing goes down and it drips onto the chain. So now the next thing I'm going to do is put some oil in. If I'm looking at the instructions here, first of all I take off the top. So there's the top off. Then it says I must fill in the oil, but I see on the picture here the silver section needs to stick out. Now if you look at this one as I wind it, so it looks like I need to have the silver bit sticking up the top, and then I'm going to wind it and then keep filling it up until this ends up at the top with the oil full up. So we put some oil into here. The bike's not quite level, but I'm sure it's sufficient. And then I wind this up, and I guess what that's doing, I can see there's little holes in the bottom. It's sucking the oil in to prime it. It kind of makes sense in my mind. And we keep winding it, and that's sucking all the oil in. That looks nice and tidy. So if I do this, let's dive down to the bottom now and see if anything comes out there. So here you are joining us live as the oil comes through for the very first time. Okay, well that was the little installation process finished. Super easy, no issues whatsoever. Actually quite good fun. It's not complicated on how to do it. Everything that you need is in the kit. So the only tools I needed was a screwdriver to tighten this little swinging arm, a pair of scissors to cut the black tube, and a small spanner to adjust the tilt of the pot when it's on the handlebars. That was it. Everything else that you needed was actually in the box. So a nice little Sunday afternoon exercise if you fancied installing one of these on your bike. Now we'll take it for a little test drive and see how we get on. that's 90. And then from that point onwards, it might just need top up. Would actually be even better on that style of bike. You can definitely maintain your chain in a much simpler manner.